Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
What's going on, guys? It's Filthy and I'm back with another video. Today we're looking at the 3 god tier builds in Season 19. These builds are absolutely dominating the leaderboards. They've all cleared GR 135 in under 1 week of the EU season. Absolutely phenomenal. They're all a lot of fun to play. They're all very easy to play. They've all got extremely good speed builds that pair with them. So maybe if you're late to the season, or maybe you're just picking the game up and you want to know what the 3 meta builds are for the season, the 3 best builds, easiest to play and all that sort of stuff, maybe this video will help you out. Perhaps you're playing one of these classes on season and you're just interested in how they compare so far. So just today, basically a bit of a discussion video. But before we jump in, I just want to welcome anyone who's new to the channel. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already done so. As always, guys, a thumbs up is greatly appreciated. So what we're going to do today, guys, is we're going to have a little bit of gameplay that's mine in the background. We'll talk about the clears in question and how they're being run on the board. We'll do a little quick overview of the gear and skills just so that you can see what it is that's topping the chart, so to speak. So we'll start off with the Barbarian, and somebody's cleared 135 already with this. Pretty awesome. The Wrath of the Waste is the starting set, so it's quite interesting because it's the full 6 pieces of Wrath of the Waste that's been taken. So Crimson's has been dumped, Lamentation is on the character, so that's quite interesting. It means that you can take the Zodiac, Band of Might and also the Convention. So obviously when you get physical, that's when you're looking to do all of your damage really. So pretty much you're going to have to group enemies up by using Ancient Spear and also Ground Stomp, and then once you're in position you're going to hopefully do most of your damage on physical. Now it looks like Slanderer and Little Rogue are going to be the 2 weapons of choice, giving extra damage, attack speed and armour. Obviously very good for pushing. Also Mortix Brace is going to be taken, and also the Flavour of Time. Now it's a pretty strong build, and you can obviously see by clearing 135 that's absolutely huge clear a week into the season. One of the really nice things is because it hits so hard, it's very easy to take damage off the character, add in move speed, and you can make some absolutely incredibly quick GR speed farm and also some incredibly quick T16 clears with this. So it's a very versatile set. Doing bounties is great with it, GR speed farm, all that type of stuff. Whatever it is you want to do, it really does work very well. So these are the skills. Rend with Bloodbath, that's pretty much staple. You've got Ancient Spear, Rage Flip, Ground Stomp, Wrenching Smash, Wrath of the Berserker with Insanity, but you've got all the runes so it doesn't matter. Then Battle Rage with Swords of Plowshares, and then finally Whirlwind with Wind Shear to make sure that you get the Fury. Passives: Berserker Rage for extra damage when near full Fury, Superstition for some extra toughness, Ruthless to deal more damage to enemies on lower health, and then Boon of Bolcathos to make sure you've got Perma Wrath of the Berserker uptime. So as I say, this is definitely a god tier build, just because as well as clearing incredibly high, it's just brilliant for speed farm. So Barb 135, pretty solid start. Now next up with a 137 we have the Crusader. So this is with the brand new Aegis of Valor set. Really interesting push build. It's basically Holy Shotgun, but instead of it being like a passive build how it kind of used to be, it's very much a kind of you do all the attacking. So you're going to take 5 pieces of Aegis of Valor with this, and you are going to have to go get the Crimsons, but pretty much it's kind of how we presented it on the push build that we made for this. Pig Sticker on the character for the extra stats and high attack speed, the Shield of Fury giving you your stacking effect on Heaven's Fury. So you charge your shotgun up with your Fist of Heavens for the set bonus, and then once you've got 3 stacks of it, you blast stuff with the shotgun. You want to make sure that you've got either a blind, an immobilize or stun, because the Braces of Fury give you a huge multiplier, and that's where Judgment Debilitate comes in. So you're going to use this to basically get the extra effect on the Braces of Fury. Again, Flavour of Time being taken for double pylon duration, and it's a pretty strong build, albeit it is a bit slower. It's slower to play definitely than the Barb. That's because you don't have the move speed from Whirlwind, and the Stone Gauntlets in the cube provide absolutely tons of armour, and if you get caught without Accurate's Champion, it will really slow you down. But the idea is that you can hit multiple times with Shield of Fury, build this up for stacks, take the Stricken to build the stacks up with that. Pain Enhancer will proc a load of attack speed for you. Pig Sticker already starts with high attack speed, and that allows you to basically dump out damage in your holy window of Convention of Elements. Skills wise, it's Fist of Heaven's Fissure, Heaven's Fury, Farts of Heaven, Iron Skin Flash just to move a little bit quicker, Judgment Debilitate, Laws of Valor Critical to boost up your critical hits, and then Akarat's Champion Prophet. Passive wise, Finery, Indestructible, Fervor, and also Holy Cause. Now one of the things with this build is it is a really good set for speed farming, but not particularly with this build because it is a bit slow. Now on the channel we've done a shotgun speed build which is kind of based off this particular push variant. We try and make that a lot quicker. We've also got a really fun Fist to Heavens build where you swap a few of the items in the cube and a little bit on the character, and that will allow you to do some really cool speed farms. And that's also absolutely brilliant for bounties because you get loads of access to the pony, which is basically the Crusader's mobility skill. So you don't get any kind of mobility with this build, so you do have to change a few things. But both those speed builds that I mentioned are an awful lot of fun. They both hit really hard, and as I say, very good for T16, bounties, GR speed. And I've been playing this on season, it is an awful lot of fun. And then we get to the highest clearing build so far, 137, same as the Crusader, but it is 1 minute quicker. And this is going to be the Tempest Rush Samwuku Monk. Now we did make a guide on this a couple of days ago. It's not too bad to play. There is a mechanic that you do have to do and pay attention to, and you can certainly play it in a bit more casual way, not going quite as high as this. But the basic premise is you're going to hold down Tempest Rush to build up flurry stacks. Once you get to 100, you then do max damage, and when you click Blinding Flash, you detonate the stacks, resulting in a huge explosion that wipes the screen. Now you need to make sure you do that in your cold convention cycle, but other than that, it's pretty easy to play. Now you're going to take 5 pieces of Samwuku, so amulet, helm, chest, pants and gloves, and then you're going to pair it with crimsons in belt and boots, and then shoulders are open, so Lefebvre's or the Mantle of Channeling, either one of those goes on the character. Now you're going to be using the new 1 Kim Lao weapon, so you need to find a good one of these, and then you're also going to take Vengeful Wind, which will give you more sweeping wind stacks, so maybe a little bit more fiddly to gear out than the other classes because you are hunting after specific weapons, but still not the hardest thing in the world to get. Skills wise, you've got Cyclone Strike with Soothing Breeze, which will give you sustained. This is basically giving you extra health. Tempest Rush Flurries we discussed. Mantra of Salvation to buff up your resistances and give you toughness. Sweeping Wind in a Storm to give you resource and also to activate your Samwuku bonuses. And then Blinding Flash to use as the detonator on your bomb. You also get extra damage from this, which is nice. And Epiphany Desert Shroud for toughness. Passive wise, Seize the Initiative for extra attack speed. Beacon of Yitar for extra cooldown. Harmony for extra resistances and toughness. And then finally a Cheat Death in case something goes wrong. Legendary Gem wise, Taeguk, Bane of the Powerful, and also the Stricken. Now this is pretty easy to convert into a very fast T16 build and also an incredibly strong GR speed farm build. Both really easy, pretty much just hold right click down the whole way. Again, I'll link a guide that we've done recently on the channel to that. Again, this is a lot of fun, it's fairly chill to play. Alright, fine, when you start pushing you do start sweating on your toughness a bit with this build, but it's still not too bad, it's still not too hard to master. And before we go guys, I just want to give a special mention to the Patterns of Justice. This is only just behind the Samwuku variant, so it's a couple of riff levels lower. It's pretty much identical build, you swap a couple of items and maybe take a different skill here or there. Arguably it's easier to gear for because you're only looking for one particular fist weapon, but then by the same token you've got to get the flavour of time, and that's really hard to get rolled well, so swings and roundabouts. I will be looking at Patterns of Justice myself and making a guide soon, but pretty much it's an identical build, it's just got a different set, so all of the mechanics are pretty much exactly the same. But it will be interesting, it'd be really nice if this could get top clear of the season, but looking at the off-season boards, I just don't think it's going to happen. I think it will be Samwuku, but I'm frequently wrong about these things, so fingers crossed, Patterns of Justice, I'm getting behind it. So that's it guys, these are the 3 dominating builds, the Whirlwind Barb, the Shotgun Crusader and Tempest Rush, whichever way you want to slice it, whether it's Samwuku or Patterns of Justice. If you want to make really good seasonal progress, if you come into the season late, do jump on one of these 3 builds and you will have a really easy time with this season. Pretty easy to clear GR100, even if you only play casually. So that's it guys, I hope you liked the video, I hope you found it useful. If you did, a thumbs up is always appreciated. I'll catch you very soon for some more Season 19 content. Peace.